Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to all. We are from Group 2, Section 820. Would like to present you our topic today from the question 2, Participation of Students in E-Sports in the Light of Wasatiyyah and AL-RABBANIYYAH. I am Nur Ain as the leader with my group members Nur Ain Syafira, and Nuralya Najwa. Our lecturer's name is Ustad Shapizan Johari.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Right now you are with me, Afisa Imalin. We'll continue the presentation with introduction, the definitions and the definition of Al-Wasatiyyah.
This could be the World Championship of a major traditional sport. But it's not, because this is e-sport, possibly the first.
So, from the video before, we can know that e-sport is a phenomenal thing all around the world. So when is the emergence of e-sports? By the 20s, e-sport was a significant factor in the video game industry, with many game developers actively designing and providing funds for tournaments and other events. What is the definition of e-sports? From Cambridge Online Dictionary, e-sport defined as the activity of playing computer games against other people on the internet, oftenly for money, and oftenly watched by other people using the internet, sometimes at special organized events. So what is students? Students, from Cambridge Online Dictionary also, is a person who is learning at a college or university. What is our topic today? The participation of students in e-sport is the activity of a person who is learning at a college or university, like us, playing computer games against other people, whether students or other people, on the internet for many purposes, such as entertainment and for money. So, is it good or bad for the students? In this video, we will touch this topic in two areas. These two areas are the characteristics of Islam, which are Al-Wasatiyyah and Al-RABBANIYYAH. First of all, I would like to explain the definition of Al-Wasatiyyah. Al-Wasatiyyah derived from Arabic word which is wasat, that means middle, fair, just. Al-Wasatiyyah in Islam aim at balancing extreme and fanatical acts in every man's practices. For example, Islam encourages us to be moderate in our daily practice in order for us to not get fatigued. We can see that e-sport can cause addiction among the students who participate, especially those who lack knowledge about the concept of Al-Wasatiyyah. This results many problems arise from this matter, such as poor time management and poor financial management when students are too focused on video games. This can lead to depression. This can lead to many health problems as well. That's all from me. My friend Ain will continue the presentation. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hi, I am Ain. So I will proceed with the presentation and will explain about the causes of this problem, will give effects and also an evidence from Quranic verses that related to concept of Al-Wasatiyyah. So let's proceed to the causes of this problem. Here we have stated two causes, which is failing to set priorities and also lack of knowledge. So the first one is failing to set priorities. We as a students have so many things to do. For example, we have to study for examination, we have homeworks and assignment to be completed. So if you fail to set priorities, you will choose to do an important thing first, like playing online games. So this will lead to the problems of addiction among the students. The second one is lack of knowledge. Here we divided the lack of knowledge into three parts. The first one is concept of Al-Wasatiyyah, financial management and also health. So the first one, concept of Al-Wasatiyyah, if we do not know about this concept, we tend to be doing something excessively and cause addiction. And the second one is financial management. If we do not know how to manage our money, we tend to waste it on something not important, like online video games. And the third one is health. If we always playing the games in a long period of time, we will expose ourselves to health problem like carpal tunnel syndrome. Next, I will explain about the effects of students who play esports without following the concept of Al-Wasatiyyah. So here we have 5 effects. The first one is lost concentration in ibadah, lack of proper sleep, procrastination, low grades, and also live an imbalanced life. The first one is lost concentration in ibadah. Why this thing happen? Because your thought has already preoccupied with the previous online game or also the next game. Hence, a person will perform the prayer in rushing and also no time to read Al-Quran. This is so not good. Next, as we all know, most of the students only have free time during the night. Hence, those who are addicted to esports will spend the free time, the free night, playing games instead of using it to do homework or to get enough sleep. This will lead to lack of proper sleep among the students and make them lose concentration in the class the next day. The next one is procrastination. Here I have inserted the procrastination flowchart that said do something right now, like homework or your assignment, and students who are addicted to esports will say no. They choose to play the computer games, hence they will be panicked when the due date of the submission of the assignment is close. Why? Because they didn't do anything yet. Next, the fourth effects of this problem is low grades. Why? Why this thing happen? Because those who are addicted to esports will get no enough time to prepare for examination. The other student is busy studying, busy preparing for examination, but you are busy playing the games. This will lead to having low grade in examination and will cause stress among the student. Next, the last effects of this problem is live an imbalanced life. Why I said imbalanced life? Because those students who are playing the esports without following the concept of Al-Wasatiyyah will only spend their time with their virtual friend on the internet and ignore their family, their real friends, and become an antisocial person. And they also got no time for themselves. But not only that, while they are playing the games, they will eat unhealthy food like chocolate, potato chips, and also drink carbonated drinks. This is so not healthy for students and for all people. This will lead to obesity and this is so not good. That's all for the effects of this problem. Here I have stated an evidence from Quranic verses from Surah Al-Baqarah ayah 143 that said, "And thus we made you a community of the middle way so that you will be witnesses over the mankind." The word middle is from wasato, that means middle, balance. So in this case, students who want to play the e-sport must follow the concept of the Al-Wasatiyyah in order for them to be a good students. They should know their responsibilities as a student. That's all from me. I will pass the presentation to Aina to explain about the concept of AL-RABBANIYYAH. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Aina and now I will proceed to the next slide, which is AL-RABBANIYYAH. First of all, we start with definition. Definition of AL-RABBANIYYAH. What is AL-RABBANIYYAH? AL-RABBANIYYAH can be ascribed to the word Rabb, or we call it as God. It is because we Muslims obey and recognize Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. He is thus a God. His godliness not only majestic, but also He is a personal God. It is also includes the term of priorities and authorities that we as a servant need to provide for Him. Rabbaniyah of Islam also highlights two aspects, which are godliness of the purpose of life and also godliness of the divine source and methodology. So, how this problem relates with the concept of AL-RABBANIYYAH? In this case, e-sport also can cause a distraction to authorize God, as we Muslims believe in the concept of AL-RABBANIYYAH. So next, we proceed with the causes of this problem that related to the concept of AL-RABBANIYYAH. The first cause is lack of knowledge in the concept of AL-RABBANIYYAH. Parents nowadays often take for granted the knowledge of Islam, especially in the concept of AL-RABBANIYYAH. It is because they think that the teachers at school can teach their children all about it. However, it is parents' responsibility to teach them from an early age. This might lead them to lack knowledge of the concept of AL-RABBANIYYAH. So, the next cause is fail to acknowledge that God is the most priority in Muslim life. Muslim students who are more focused on e-sport will find it difficult to manage their time. This may lead them to neglect their daily duties, such as 5-time prayers. This also can lead to failure in order to prioritize God in daily life. This is contrary to the concept of AL-RABBANIYYAH. So, that's all from me, Aina, and my friend Alia will continue to the next slide. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Alia Najwa and my matrix number is 193259. So here I am. We'll continue our presentation today to the effects if we do not imply the concept of AL-RABBANIYYAH in our daily life. We will proceed to the first effect. Ignore the responsibilities as a Muslim. As we know, if we are too immersed with playing games, we will ignore our responsibilities as a Muslim, such as to perform prayer, because we become overly attached to games. Second is change in attitude. So when students become overly attached to games, and when they are prohibited from playing games, there would be likely change in attitude because they have spent so many times in playing games. So when we ask them to stop, they will change their attitude. So third is having problem in communicating with others. Since we know that esports games is only available online, they will have problems in communicating with others in real life because they lack of communication skills because they only know how to speak in games. So I will proceed with the Quranic verse. I picked Surah Al-Imran verse 79, which means it does not befit a man that Allah should grant him his book and sound judgment and prophethood, and thereafter he should say to men, become servants to me apart from Allah. He would rather say, become dedicated men of Allah, in accord with the dictates of the book you have been teaching and studying. We will elaborate more about this ayah. Another challenge that human beings face is weaknesses that related to their nature, such as miserly, impetuous, and despairing. This makes human unstable and wobbly so that he is fascinated by the temporal life of the earth and defeats the eternal life. So finally, we have reached to the conclusion of the presentation. So in a nutshell, we could see the relation between Al-Wasatiyyah and Al-RABBANIYYAH to our daily life, such as playing games. Nowadays, people always spend their time playing online games until sometimes they forgot about their responsibilities as a Muslim. There is no wrong in doing such things, but we need to be moderate in everything we do in life, and we must not forget to put Allah first in our life. So we need to fully understand the concept of Al-RABBANIYYAH and Al-Wasatiyyah. So when a Muslim hold a sincere intention to Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala, the knowledge we initially demanded will be given by him well, and we get a good acceptance as well. So in accordance with what Al-Ghazali has narrated, whoever searches for knowledge not because of Allah the Almighty, then it will be inflicted on him the difficulties of the world, and will not be able to smell the fragrance of heaven on the day of judgment. So that's all from us. Thank you for spending your time to hear our presentation. Bye!